Morning. Just sitting here in a hotel room in Springfield, Illinois. Going to go out tonight and do a training for some of the local coaches here in Springfield. Really excited about it, but I want to take a few minutes today and talk to you guys. You know, we talked about putting out a webinar each month for my achievers and my mentor team and some of the people I work with in this business. And so I want to spend a few minutes with you today. You know me, I like to just go face to face, and if I had my way, I'd wished I could just sit down with all you guys and spend time face to face with you. But since I can't, maybe this video thing's the way to go. I mean, they say it is, and it seems to me, I know we're moved by videos, we're moved by, the emotion of our lives and our dreams. And so I look forward to spend some time sharing with you a little bit today. I want to talk about the why, the when. I want to talk about the work ethic, and I want to talk about what it takes to work in this business and what it takes to become successful in this business. Y'all got in this for a reason. All of us have a story, right? We all have a story about why we're in and what we want to do and the things we want to do with our lives. And I want to talk a little bit about today about your why. When we think back about our lives, a lot of us got in this business that are P90X people or we're insanity people. And we got in this business because we had a goal. We got in originally, a lot of us, just because we wanted to lose weight. We wanted to get in shape. But I guess my question is for you today is, why'd you get in the business? I know you got in to get in shape, and I know you got in the business to change your life, and I know you got in this business to lose that 10 pounds or 15 pounds or that 20 pounds or 30 pounds that you could never lose before. And you just, for some reason, you just had gotten this place in your life where you knew something had to change. My question to you is this about the why. Why did you get there in the first place? I listen to people tell their stories. They come across stage. We were just in Atlanta this last weekend listening to stories, and people talked about how I looked at a picture of myself and all of a sudden I didn't recognize myself. And all of a sudden it was like, how did I get there? People say, I look back and I used to work out and I used to be in shape and I used to care about how I looked and how I felt and all those things. And all of a sudden that changed. I guess the why in our lives, for a lot of us, it goes beyond just the way we look now. It goes to be, why did we get there? I often say a lot of us live this quiet life of desperation. This life of just trying to get by one more day. It wasn't the plan. It wasn't where we wanted to be in the beginning. If you would have talked years back, you'd say, would I have ever ended up looking like this or feeling like this or, being lazy or being unexcited about life? Most of us would say no. But for some reason, something happened. Some point in our life we just decided that, it wasn't that important anymore. And we let ourselves go. It affects our relationships. It affects our relationships with our spouses. It affects every area of our life. So the why for you, you've got to say, why did I get in this business? Was it just to do P90X? No. Was it to take Shakeology? No. I got in the business because I saw an opportunity, maybe for once, after lots of years of not caring anymore, to really care. So I want to challenge all of you as you listen to this and over the next few days, create your story. Create the reason why you got in. When you go to share your story with someone, you get 5 or 10 minutes and they say, why'd you get in Beachbody? Develop a story, an emotional transformation of why you got in this business. It's more than I just got in to lose weight. Tell them about the struggle. Tell them about the challenge. And then tell them about the resolve, the resolution. What's happened since you got in this business? So I think for a lot of us, the why really is more than just I got in to lose weight. I got in to make a lot of money. The why is that I got in because maybe for the first time in a long time, I decided it was time to draw a line and to change my life. Work on your story. Develop your story. There's a great book I just read called Tell Story, T-E-L-L, a story. And it's by a guy named Peter Guber, G-U-B-E-R. I suggest you read it. It talks a lot about how to tell your story, how stories move emotions. Emotions move people. Facts, information doesn't move people. In fact, I'm going to start working on a talk on this. I'm going to put a CD out together, how to tell my story. The story you never wanted to tell, but the one we all need to tell. So that's the why. When? I always talk about Some Days Today. My seminar coming up in September. Some Days Today. SomeDaysToday.tv. Hopefully you've signed up for my challenge. A lot of you that are watching this, you are on that 30-day challenge. Of when. When are you going to do it? We look at the picture of ourselves, and then we got to make a decision. Am I going to do something about that? Am I going to do something to change my life right now, at this very moment, to make a difference? So when you say when, put a date on it. Put a date when you're going to get started on that workout. Put a date when you're going to get started to make a decision in your life to change. It's a journey. You don't spend a lot of years getting to a point where we're flabby on the inside and flabby on the outside, and then all of a sudden we're going to decide today. If you're on P90X, it's a 90-day journey, right? Every day, push and play. And so for a lot of us, we need to decide when. Put a date on it. Put a date where you could fail. Because if you're a winner and you're sick and tired of being average and you're sick and tired of failing in your life, you're going to turn around and take some time and say, that's my date. That's when I'll be there. Whether it's a day to go diamond, whether it's a date to go 5-star diamond, whether it's a date to just all of a sudden get started to change my life. This is a business from the inside out. It's not a business from the outside in. No matter how good we all look, how good we are physically, what kind of shape we're in. So important. Changing the health, redefining the health of a nation, redefining our individual health. Very important. But what's most important is, when are you, the person looking me in the eye right now, the person listening to what I have to say, when are you going to decide to make the difference? The next one is work. When are you going to go to work, right? It takes work. You know, you didn't get to where you are today, this very day, without spending a lot of time, a lot of effort, doing the wrong things, wrong relationships, wrong food we've been eating, the wrong things in our mind. You know, we need to change that. All of us need to change the filter. We have a filter in our mind. We either filter through our old habits or we filter through our new habits. It's a filtering process. We all use it. Every day, every decision you make, you will either filter through your old habits, filter through your old life, filter through the hand-me-downs, the things that got you to where you are, or you're going to filter through new filters. And for a lot of us, it's like that camera, right? If you take a camera, the old cameras I used to use, watch photographers use, they have a click thing, and they would click, and they would let in more light. It would be real dark, and then it'd be more smoky gray, and then a lighter gray, and then pretty soon, you know, almost white, and then completely clear. How much filter do we need to filter out the sun? Well, some of you your life's like that. Your filter is click, click, still gray, still smoky, click, click, getting clearer. So we've got to start filtering through the new filter. And the way what that means is we got to work. We got to go to work 24/7 on ourselves, on our business, on our lives, on our relationships. Go to work 24/7, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, you know, write down who are you going to be a year from now? What are you going to look like a year from now? What do you look like physically? What are you going to look like on the inside? What are you going to look like in your relationship with your spouse? What are you going to look like in your relationship with your children? What are you going to look like in the relationship with your friends, your downline, the people in your life, the people in your business? What are you going to look like? Right? Go to work. You know, commit to it. And don't fail. You know, we put a date on it, then we don't fail. We go to work and do whatever it takes every day. It's not going to feel good. It's going to be painful. It's going to hurt. You know, as we filter through our life, we're going to go old filter, new filter, old filter, new filter. But I promise you, if you'll work every day at changing your life, work every day at sharing a dream with someone, work every day with getting out there and meeting new people, you'll grow your business. But much greater than that, you'll grow your life. And the more you become the kind of person people want to be around, the more people are going to be in business with you. So it's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation for us. So for all of us, you know, we need to go to work, right? And we need to be willing to go out there, and we need to go out there and every day do something that doesn't feel good. I covered that on my 30 days so far. If it doesn't feel good, do it. Right? If it doesn't feel good, then it's probably something that's going to stretch you and make you go out and do something really important with your life. And the last thing is you got to win, right? You got to win. You got to go out today to win today. You know, some of you got my 30-day on the insignificant moments that Roger Staubach talked about. Did the U.S. Olympic team, did they go out to win? Absolutely. Did they win? No. They didn't win that game, but I guarantee you they left it on the field. You know, they left if you watched it at all, they left every moment, every second. They expected to win. It was their destiny. They believed in it, and they went after it. Did they win? No. They lost in a shootout. Unfortunate, but I guarantee you there wasn't a woman on that team that didn't leave it all on the field. You need to win in life. You need to leave it on the field every single day of this life. Every day. Leave it on the field. Go to bed at night exhausted. Go to bed at night with a pursuit of something like you never pursued it before. You know, play your concert. You know, sing your song. Win at life and go out there. Paganini, one of the greatest violinists of all time. Paganini. The 24th Caprice, I believe. He wrote all 24 of them. There's a story that one night he was playing on his violin. He was going to play the 24th Caprice, the hardest one to play. And he started playing with a vengeance. Just he was there, and the crowds were thousands of people to hear Paganini play. Thousands and thousands of people to hear him play. And all of a sudden he started playing the concert. And the people were just awed, and they were like, the looks on their faces, they were blown away because they saw the greatest maestro, the greatest violinist of all time, playing. Boom, a string broke. He kept playing, 3 strings. Boom, another string broke. Boom, another string broke. He never quit. He never stopped. Didn't bat an eye, kept playing, and playing the 24th Caprice. Do you realize that they say the greatest concert, that Paganini ever played was on one string. Sometimes in your life, strings are going to pop. Boom, one's gone. A tragedy, something happens, something you weren't expecting, something that you didn't expect to happen in your life. Boom, another string goes. A struggle, overcoming it. You personally, things of the past, getting rid of them, moving them out of your life, whatever it takes. Boom, another string breaks. And then finally you're on one string. Are you going to keep playing? Or are you going to quit? Are you going to play the greatest concert of your life on one string? Or are you going to give up? Put the violin down and say, I can't go any further. Too much struggle. There's not enough strings left. Can't play it on one string. Paganini did. Because he knew the important part was to finish. And he played what they say could have been one of the greatest on one string. I'm going to challenge you today. You might be sitting out there and you've got your violin going and you've got all strings going. Great. You're playing the concert of your life because every day you're engaged and you're winning and you're working 24/7. But I got to guess for some of you that some strings are popping. But you know what? As long as you got one string left, and you all do, my thing to you is pick up the bow and start playing with a passion you've never played before, with a heart like nobody's ever seen, with a desire to win, to work, to go out there with a dream and the goal and the why. Develop your story. Why'd you get in this business? Why'd you decide to change your life? In 10 minutes, tell me, but touch my heart, touch my passion. I want to know you. I want to know about why you got to where you are, the struggle. I want to know the challenge that you've gone through, or the challenge to overcome it. And I want to know what you've done to win. Send me a note. Let me know what's going on in your life. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for letting me spend some time with you today, sharing my life with you. Be a Paganini. Play the greatest concert of your life.